So pardon the Arctic look, but it's really cold outside. It's not as cold inside, but I just came home and so I'm still a little cold. We went to the library because it's Friday and that's what I do on Friday afternoons. Well, not quite the only thing I do, but went to the library, picked up my daughter from school and we went to the library and we had a fantastic time. And I brought home some books because again, it's Friday and I go on the library internet system and reserve the books that I want, and somehow they find them and they send them to my local branch and I go and I pick them up and it's fantastic. So I'm going to share with you the 5 books that I brought home from the library today, and most of these are books that you have heard me chat a little bit about because they're on my TBR. They're on a list that I created at the beginning of the year of books that I wanted to read. A lot of those books this year, I'm not going to read all of them, but I'm trying to read some of them. So the ones that I don't have, the titles that I don't already own in this miasma that is my bookshelves, I've been trying to get them from the library. But before we get to those books, here is one more that I just added to my TBR because I saw Heidi from My Reading Life chat a little bit about Rachel Carson's writings. Rachel Carson, this is Silent Spring. She is a nature writer, was a nature writer, and I think Heidi said she'd only written 4 books and this is her most popular, most well-known. And so Nonfiction November is going on and I have a list. I have a list of books that I want to read this month, but I also am being influenced by other people talking about the books that they have been reading and the books that they love, because there's nothing like getting a good book recommendation from someone that you know that you like similar things and they tell you that they love a book, and so you know that you're going to love the book. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to really enjoy Silent Spring. And so even though it wasn't on my Nonfiction November TBR to start off with, I've added it. I've included it. And that right there is Rachel Carson. And yeah, Silent Spring. I'm hoping to read it this month. These others are fiction titles, and some of them are short, and this one is no, it's not. This is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest by Ken Kesey, and this is a mass market paperback edition, and look at that print. Look at that print. It is a little under 300 pages, 272 pages to be exact, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to read this copy. If I'd opened the book before I left the library, I might not have taken it home with me, because this is not a book that is going to be an easy read. But I want to read the text, so I'll see if I can soldier on through this one. We'll see. And I'm not going to tell you synopses because I think these books are pretty popular. You probably know what that book is about. And this one, Clockwork Orange by Anthony Burgess, which is what I was kind of saying before I picked up that title. But yeah, this is another book that's on my TBR. These are all books that are on my TBR for this year, and it is the middle of November. I'm still trying to work my way through that list. So we'll see how it goes. Anthony Burgess, A Clockwork Orange is on my TBR, and this is a lot more readable. Do you see that? That looks beautiful. This is also not very long. It's just a little over 200 pages, right? Yeah, 210 or so pages. So hopefully I'll be able to read that this week. That would be fantastic. This is a children's book, Roald Dahl's Matilda. This is a hardcover edition because it is illustrated. I love books that are illustrated. This reminds me of my childhood. So Matilda. And on the cover, she's sitting on, looks like she's sitting on a chest of drawers, and she is surrounded by a pile of books. I feel a reel coming on. I feel a reel coming on. Real. If you're not already following me on Instagram, go check me out. I'm Karen_RunwrightReads on Instagram. But there's always a link in the description box where you can find me on other platforms. But yeah, Matilda. And One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich by Alexander Solzhenitsyn. Is that how you say his name? Nobel Prize winner, I think. Nobel Prize winner for literature, I think. Yeah, so this is about a man who's an inmate in a labor camp. Yeah, so These are all books that were on my TBR at the beginning of the year, and it is the middle of November, and I haven't read them yet. So I got these 4. Plus, like I said, I was influenced by Heidi from my reading life. So these are the 5 books that I took home from the library today, and hopefully I'll be able to read some of them pretty soon, because I think it's now officially a goal. I'm trying to read 30 books this month, and so far it's not going as well as it was going previously. I've fallen behind. This week I didn't finish as many books as I wanted to. I read a lot, and I have several books on the go that I probably will be able to finish over the weekend, because I have a few pages left. So hopefully I'll be able to catch back up. Today is day 18, and I think I'm at about 13, maybe 12 books completed. So I'm gonna have to double up. And when I make my week in review kind of video, I'll show you some of the books. I'll show you the books that I've been reading, and some of the books that I have gotten that I'm going to be reading, because I think those will also be short reads. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like it enough to want to come back for another one, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done that, and we'll chat in the comments. Would love to hear from you if you've been going to the library, what books you've taken home recently, and if you're participating in Nonfiction November. Are you reading your TBR, or are you being influenced by other people talking about all the fantastic books that they are reading? Does it make you want to abandon your list and pick up something new? I guess that's the point of this bookish community, right? We let other people know what we like so they can know to pick up really great books. So I hope you are influenced by me, and if you've heard me chat about a book recently and made you want to pick it up and you liked it, let me know. Feedback is always great. So until we come back for another video, happy reading. Bye.